Good afternoon, guys. Hope you guys are doing absolutely awesome. I'm here with Xavier Suda. How's it going, brother?
It's going good, man.
Perfect,
Excited
man.
to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we started with Xavier pretty much when he was 16 years old, and he had no money, man. He took money from his sister to start working with us because he knew that he would absolutely crush it. So we're gonna be going over his entire process, pretty much from 16 to 18 years old. From $0 per month to making $50,000 per month consistently with everything delegated. So yeah, we're gonna go through the entire process. Very excited to have him here. Told him that he would be in Dubai with me 2 years ago. He didn't believe me, but now we're
Yeah, we're here now. Yeah,
now we're here.
It's awesome.
So yeah, gonna give him the microphone. He's gonna tell you a bit about how we started working. How was it being 16 years old from New Delhi, from India, no money, starting to work with me, taking money from his sister, and then slowly but surely going over his process month to month.
Hi guys, my name is Savir, and yeah, he's pretty much introduced me now. And yeah, I started working with Alejandro when I was 16 years old, and I remember we made an interview like this. I think while I was 16 actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, I recently rewatched it, and I saw how far I've come thanks to Alejandro, and yeah, it's insane. So yeah, let's go into the details. So when I was 16 years old, I was like again in high school, just like like most of the kids, right? And I was just looking at ways to make money online, right? And I was just looking at different business models. Like I looked into e-com, I looked into affiliate marketing, and so many more, right? So I found Alejandro on Instagram, right? I found Alejandro on Instagram, and I found out that he shows you how to leverage Instagram to make money, and that was again one thing that I never heard about, but it was pretty interesting because being a 16-year-old kid, Instagram is a big part of your life. Like everyone in school is on Instagram. They're doing random shit on Instagram, right? They're posting their photos. They're just wasting time. They're mindlessly scrolling. Actually, at that time, we didn't even have reels on Instagram, but people are still wasting time, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So they're posting stories about random shit, right? They're doing anything, and it's not making them any money. And I was like, this is the biggest waste of time, but I'm still doing it myself, right? So then I came across Alejandro, and I found out that he shows you how to leverage Instagram to make money. And I was like, wow, that sounds interesting, because if I can spend time, like if I'm anyways spending time on this platform every single day, might as well make money from it, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's what sparked out to me, right? Which is why I reached out to him, right? I found out like his coaching services, right? I found out what he can help me out with, right? I saw the potential of it, right? I saw that there's no limit as to how far I can scale, right? Because being in India, like I always heard this common mindset thing that people were always shooting for so low, right? They were always like they were never thinking big, right? $1,000 a month, like as a salary, like a monthly salary, right? For them, that's a lot, right? And they aim for around that. Like if you make like $2,000 a month in India, you've nailed it, right? Like in a job, you've nailed it, right? It doesn't really get better than that if you're in a 9 to 5 job over there.
Yeah.
And people literally aim for that much living in India, like from the school level, right? They literally tell you to kind of aim for that salary. I mean, they never give out numbers or anything because that's kind of outside of what they even talk about in school. They don't talk about making money and any of that stuff, right? But like even the parents, your friends, people they just always tell you to get in a job, work 9 to 5, whatever. That's how it's supposed to be for every single person, no exceptions, right? And the school system is actually made in alignment to that thought, pretty much, right? So you're supposed to make $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month max. Working a 9 to 5 job in India, and $2,000 a month, that's a lot, right? That's a lot of salary in India, and to get to that point, you would have to work like 5 years straight, right? You can't expect to make that much right after college. Like that's impossible. You'll probably make $300 a month, $400, $500 a month in whatever beginner job that you're in, right? So yeah, like I always had these limiting beliefs about how much I can make, and then I found Alejandro, and he said, hey man, you can actually make $10,000 in a single month. And I was like, no way. I was like, no way. I remember talking to my sister about it, and I was like, I'm going to work with this guy, and he's going to take me to $10,000 a month. And she was like, shut up. Right? Like she literally didn't believe it, and I didn't believe it either. Like I was like, if what he's saying is true, and if I can actually get to that point, like that would be life changing for not only me but for my family as well, right? So again, I didn't believe it at all that I could get to 10K a month, right? That easily. Like I thought it could be possible because I never explored this type of business model, like online business, like with Instagram or anything. So I thought it would be possible, but it would take a lot of time, like years, right? And
A lot of people think that, yeah, but it's really not true, man.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people think that you need multiple years to make even some income. That you need 100,000 million trillion followers on Instagram, and like this guy, he made his first $900. We're gonna go into it later. Like $900 in first week with 60 followers, and he was banned from messaging people. Like he couldn't even message people, and he still made that money with no fucking experience at all. So like it's completely possible. You can do a lot of money. You can make a lot of money very, very shortly, right? You know, even your brother made from zero $25,000 in the first 6 weeks, right? Like, a lot of people do that, but just people don't think that that's possible. So that's why a lot of other people don't do that. But our clients know the strategies. They know exactly how to do it, and we can see their life examples here.
Absolutely. So, like as Alejandro just mentioned, I had like 50, 60 followers on my Instagram page. When I started it, obviously, like you don't start from 10,000 followers. You have to build it up from the ground, right? Yeah. I started it, and like my content that I was posting was so basic, and
Alejandro,
he told me to post some of my lifestyle in India. Like I thought, I had some good photos. But I posted them, and then he was like, this is bad, like delete this right now. And then I realized that, what am I posting? So I didn't have the best content that I was posting, but I was learning, right? And the reason why I was able to make like $900 being banned from sending messages on Instagram with only 50 followers is just because I was following the core strategies that he was teaching me, right? And that's pretty much all that matters. And over time, obviously, you improve your content, your marketing, your sales, everything, right? And that's gonna come. But in the start, like the only thing you have to do is really just follow the simple strategies, the main strategies, and you'll be fine, right? Eventually, you'll get to making those big numbers, and then you'll be able to structure everything out. And it's definitely gonna work. So that's actually how I made $900 with just 50 followers, and then I had my first sale, second sale, third sale come in, right? And that business model that I was leveraging Instagram with, that allowed me to have recurring revenue, right? Every single month I had recurring revenue, so that was like an advantage for my offer and for my niche, which I really liked, because this month if I get like 5 clients, I can have brand new cash coming in every single month, and then the next month I would have recurring payments from last month plus the new sales and the new clients I get the next month, right? And then the third month, the same thing happens, and that's why like I was able to see that compound effect. And he actually helped me out with the offer, and he told me exactly
absolutely everything.
Yeah, he told me exactly how to price it, how to structure it, how to present it, right? Otherwise, like it would have been much harder because I, like as I said, I didn't know how to make money with Instagram, so I don't know. Like if that offer would have even worked out or not, if we didn't actually get on a call, plan everything out, and set up the offer in the way that it was set up. So, and then as I said, like I got sales coming in, and I instantly took all of that, didn't buy any stupid shit like Gucci or whatever. Like I invested that back into shoutouts and other traffic sources, right? And that's how I was able to get my 4th, 5th, 6th sale, and that's how I was able to get to like $1,000 in a single month, $2,000 in a single month, and so on from there, right? So it was like, obviously it's not like a get rich quick scheme, because I've done these interviews in the past, and a lot of people actually reach out to him saying that Savir made money so fast, I want to do the same. But the thing is, like, you actually need to put in the work, right? Because if you don't, there's no way you can just expect to make money, because like it takes work, right? You need to be consistent. And at 16 years old, I literally dropped my entire social life. I was like, like fuck it, like I'm gonna go hard with this. I want to make money. I want to change my life. So this was my highest priority at that time. And now we're in Dubai. Like it's insane. So now I don't feel like I've missed out on anything. I don't feel like I've missed out on anything worth it. Like the high school parties or college parties, whoever you are watching this, like 6 months, 1 year of sacrifice is worth the freedom that you can have, right? 100%. So I made that sacrifice. Like it was obvious to me. Like some people, they're not willing to give it up, but they don't, they don't succeed, and that's because of them not being able to put in the work. They're not committed. They're wasting time, and that wasn't me, which is why it worked out for me. So yeah, it requires a very certain type of mindset that you have to go into this, this business model. And he actually not only talks about strategies and how to make money online, but one big thing about working with Alejandro is the mindset problem as well. Because 100%. I've grown mentally as a person with my mindset, my beliefs, and everything, other than just being just knowing how to make money, right?
Absolutely.
And obviously, mindset is way more important, because without mindset, like if your money is gone, like you'll be at zero again. But if you have that mindset, you can like everything can go away and you can still make it back, right? With the mindset. So mindset, again, like it was a it was a big part of working with him. Like he helped me through like the beliefs that I had, misbeliefs that I was getting from my environment and all of that. And I think that was a big part of my success. So yeah, I'm super grateful for working with Alejandro. It has to be the best decision of my life, and I know that sounds a bit cheesy and like it sounds corny for some people, but
it's the fucking truth. Yeah.
it's the fucking truth.
It's fucking
Yeah,
truth.
it's true. So yeah, again in my story, like after I reinvested the money that I made back into ads, right, things started to just become faster and faster, right. I was able to hit my I think it was my first 30K month in
Yeah.
the third or fourth month of working with you, like
Yeah.
So,
So like we started working together in around 14th, 16th of August 2021, and so the first month he already made around $12,000, which was insane for him. I mean, in India, like people live, an entire household lives for like $500, right? And he was making $4,000 a month. The next month he hit 6,000. Then in November he hit $10,000 with Black Friday, but then on the first 10 days of December he made $10,000, and he ended up making, I think it was like $29,500 or $30,500 or so. So it was absolutely I say $35,000, no,
Yeah.
$30,500.
Exactly, yeah.
So he made that in profit, and it was insane. Just the 4 months, and that's what actually his brother Kavir started working with me too. So dude, it was just growing hard. It was just going up, just learning more. And one key part that he spoke about the mindset is that most people that are in the coaching industry, not only they just teach you things that worked in the past, so they make more money for themselves and they don't have competitors, but also they don't teach you anything about mindset. So they just tell you that they have like this harsh way of seeing it, which is very bad, and they just tell you, hey, look, if you don't know how to do this, then it's your fault, blah blah blah. Then you're weak, your emotions are playing you. The thing is that they're playing like if they were robots, right? And not only it's bad for them, but also it's very bad for their clients, because we are not robots, we're human beings, and it makes no sense that you treat us like a computer, right? They just do it because that way, you don't really grow that much, so you don't really become their competitor. It's just a way of making them money. But my intention is that every single one of my clients, because independent, I mean, you can see all my client results, testimonials for myself, like it's not to flex, but every single client I have is so fucking happy to work with me and to have been with me that they just have changed their life. Because one of the key points is the mindset. And mindset, people think that it's this corny thing about, we're going to think that we're going to make it. Like, it's not just that. It's so many false beliefs that you have so deep ingrained into yourself that you don't even realize that you have them. You don't even know you have them. And not just false beliefs, but also limiting beliefs that just make you so much more miserable than you could be, right? So I analyze a lot every single client, not only their, let's say, their physical part. Physical part, I mean the things that you do, right? The things that you do and have, which is like money, which is the business that you're doing, the things that we're building, but also into who you are. That's the most important thing. If I want you to be an independent entrepreneur, I don't have to just teach you what to do and what to have. I need to teach you how and what to be, because then from there you can do whatever you want. So it doesn't matter. Right now I can take all the money from Severe, right? And he will still be worth a lot, which you cannot tell by a lot of people. A lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs, you take out all their money from them, they're worth nothing, absolutely nothing. They're worth shit. Why? Because they just don't know. They do and they have, but they don't really understand anything. They haven't changed anything as a person. They have only changed their physical environment around them, right? Maybe instead of a fucking, Renault, now they drive a Lamborghini. Well, oh shit. But that's the only change. They're still the same piece of shit inside, and they're still the same kind of person. So I don't want to offend anybody, but this is the truth, right? This is how it is. So one of the things that I do with my clients is I really analyze each person's case. I analyze where they are right now, and I understand why they are where they are. And a lot of people just analyze that from a what have you done standpoint, but they don't understand even the person. They don't understand why the person thinks like that or doesn't think like that, or why the person does one thing or not the other thing, why one person has certain patterns and not other patterns, right? They don't analyze any of that, and they don't understand how the person feels, because they don't even care, right? They just want their money. So I am 100% sure, and I have seen with every single one of my clients, that that's the biggest thing. Not just every single thing that I've taught you, which is things that fucking work, but also analyze and understand you as a person and help you grow as a person. If you're a better person and you grow as a person, you will do anything in life. But if you only know how to do, you're always depending on the new strategies, and when the new strategies are old, well, you're you're dead.
yeah.
You're pretty much dead.
Yeah.
So Savir, man, I would like to ask you, man, what would you say to a guy from US, from Canada, from Germany, from whatever country, even from India, if they have money, because working with me obviously is expensive. What would you tell them if they were looking at all the coaching industry, they want to start their own business, or maybe they already have a business that they want to scale, but they see all of these people around, they're making a lot of money, but they don't really care about the customer. They have so many bad reviews. They have maybe 1,000 new clients a month, and they only have one, if any, new client result per month, right? They're pretty much not giving anything to the world, and they're not giving anything to their clients. What would you tell a person that is looking at this industry and is wanting to join but doesn't know what to choose?
Yeah. So the short answer would be to research as good as
Yeah.
possible, and looking at their Instagram stories, like the coaching gurus, like looking at their Instagram stories, and looking at their Airbnbs and whatever. Right. That's one thing, because you see their Lambos and like their Rolexes and whatever, but like they're using that as like a shiny object syndrome to
Yeah.
attract you, right? And that actually works for them, right?
Dude, you can even here in Dubai, I've known a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs that I've met. Here in Dubai, you can rent a Rolex watch. Yeah, you can take a Rolex Datejust and you can rent it for 400, 500 euros per day. And so obviously, as long as you don't do any damage to it, and then they just take that and just take Lambos and they do the commercials with that, right?
Yeah.
Like that's, for example, why I don't do ads or any of that with cars, because I'm gonna be honest, right now I don't have any car, right? I can buy any Lambo I want, I can buy whatever I want, I literally can go right now and that's it, right? But I don't do it, and I'm completely honest about it, right? I just don't do it. I don't have any car right now. I move by taxi here in Dubai, and I can travel wherever I want. I prefer the freedom. Maybe in the future I will not, but I'm not with fucking rented Lambos. Maybe can do some content if I do it because I like it, and it's honestly it's very good for me and I like it a lot. But I will not do ads, and I will act like, oh, I have a Lambo 2 years ago. I wouldn't have the. Like, what the fuck is that, man? What the fuck is that? So yeah, don't fall for that, guys. Check out if the person is making a lot of money versus the money he's making other people. Like, for example, I've made maybe 1/100th of what my clients have made, easily.
It's crazy.
Yeah, easily. I've spent all my money into education, just to give to my clients, to make sure that my clients are better. I mean, I'm not maybe 100th, but I don't know. Like, you guys have made a lot of millions, and I have made a fraction of that because my goal is for them to surpass me. I have clients that have surpassed me, right? In terms of revenue per month, and that's normal. Like, that's my goal. My goal is that you become an entrepreneur and that you're better than me. That's literally my whole goal. So you guys also have to check for that. If you see a guru that is making $1 million a month, $1.5 million a month, but then they maybe have one new client result every month, and it's only from people who already have a business, then you might see that their results are not really that good.
Yeah, so as I was saying, you look at the Instagram account of all these coaching gurus, and you see the rented Lambos and their Rolexes, their Airbnbs, whatever, right? And their designer clothing, especially that the Gucci cap, the Louis Vuitton bag, like all of that, right? So that's actually not the thing. So I'm talking to you, right? If you're watching this and you're someone who wants to make money online, you maybe already have your own business and you want to scale to the next level. Like if you want to go from 5K a month to 20, 30K a month and beyond. And you're looking at these different coaching gurus because there's a lot of options out there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So the Lambos, the lifestyle, that's actually not the thing to look at, right? The thing you need to look at is the client results, right? And for that, Alejandro is the man, right? You can again you can talk to his clients.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
like everything is so transparent. Like he literally gives you the usernames of people he has worked with. Like you can search up his clients, and other people, they're hiding their clients' names because maybe they don't even exist. So right, so don't look at the Lambos, don't look at the lifestyle, look at the client results, right? That's all that matters. You need to find out, can this guy bring me the results that I'm looking for? And the answer to that is not going to be from like a Lamborghini or like a Rolex watch or whatever. The answer is going to be from existing client results, right? And you can look at their website, their Instagram, their socials, and you can see there's so many client results posted. That means, okay, this guy's legit, right? Don't look at the lifestyle, look at the client results, the results they've been able to bring to people just like you, right?
Exactly.
And that's what actually matters, right?
Exactly.
So, again, if you're from India, if you're from, countries like, where you don't have access to a lot of capital, like, my case, for example. So, Now, if you really, really want it, you'll be able to come up with a way to come up with the money, right?
100%.
Everybody can, right? I remember talking to Alejandro, and he told me nobody is coming to save you, and I always remember that
Yeah.
till date, right? Nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. The only way for you actually to succeed is to like look after yourself. Nobody cares about you in this world. They only care about themselves. So you can't actually request someone to help you for free, because that's just impossible, right? You have to pay to get ahead in life, right? You have to pay the price so that you can, again, like, now this is gonna sound corny, but you have to pay the price to pay any price tomorrow. Like that's
Yeah.
that's 100% true.
Yeah, that's
Right?
Yeah.
So that's 100%
That's
true.
really right,
yeah.
yeah.
So if you're from India, if you're from Nigeria, like if you're from countries like this, yes, it's hard for you, but it's like life is hard, right? So if you really want to succeed, you will be able to come up with a way to actually make money, and you will be able to come up with the investment and all of that, right? So like I personally, as he mentioned, like I borrowed money from my sister to get started with him, and I was really scared, but I felt like this, like I have to take this chance, right? I have to take this chance because like I can't just go through my life next 50 years always just thinking, what if I actually took that risk with that money and got started with him. Like my life would have been completely different. So it's just money at the end of the day. It comes back every single year, it comes back every single month, right? Don't have that mindset of scarcity. Like if I invest like this much money right now today, I'll never get it back. That's why I'm going to hoard on it, I'm going to save it. Because what will happen if you save it forever? Like, do you know any millionaires who got rich by saving money?
I don't know any, man. And I know a lot of them.
Yeah, so there's no one who just saved money and became a millionaire. So again, you have to like think of a way to come up with the money, and again, it's going to be hard if you're from a country where you don't have the facilities and everything that's needed to actually make an investment. But again, as I said, if you're hungry enough like I was, you'll be able to come up with it, no problem, right? So like what matters is how bad you actually want it, because if Alejandro can see that you really, really want it, you guys will be able to work something out. And because he doesn't really care about the money, he cares about the results and your success. So again, now if you're from other countries like the USA, Canada, oh my God, like you have no fucking excuse. Like if you're sitting right now on a sofa watching Netflix, and you're like, oh, but I don't have the money, like I just can't do this, it's not for me. You're coming up with these lame excuses, because in countries like this, like first world countries like this, you can come up with the money so easily. You can literally finance anything. Like
Literally anything.
like if you're from a country like USA, Canada, whatever, like New Zealand, Australia, you can literally come up with the money. Like there's a thing called credit cards, right?
Yeah.
So
and everybody uses them.
everybody uses them to buy dumb shit. So instead of going out there, spending money on some Gucci product that you can't afford it, using money that you don't have, instead of that, just save up as much as you can, right? And look at investing into yourself, because that's what is actually going to bring you the best results.
Exactly.
100%. So
100%.
again, if you're from the USA watching this, you have no excuses.
No excuse.
The only person that you need to believe in is yourself, right? And the mentor or the coach that you're looking for, right? Just look at the client results, as I told you. Like that's the only thing you need to look at. So again, just stop making these excuses to yourself, because you're holding yourself back from this kind of lifestyle. So again, if you're from other places, yes, it's going to be hard for you, but life is not fair, right? It's not fair for anybody. So again, you just need to work hard, hustle, save up, borrow money, whatever you need to do, because if you really want to succeed, I mean, what other option do you have? Like if you know about the system, like just the basic stuff, like if you've read a book like Rich Dad Poor Dad, you know what goes on in this world, right? You know the difference between people who are business owners, who are investors, and the people who work a 9-to-5 job, right? So you know the difference, and you're like, after reading that book, personally for me, like that's where I kind of woke up from the sleep that everybody is in, right? I realized that, oh my God, I can't fucking keep going through this flow. I can't just finish high school, go to college, then get a job for 40 years. Like before that, I was on autopilot mode in life. Like I was like, okay, I'll just go on to college after school, and I'll then get a job, whatever. That's how it's supposed to be, because in my environment, it was exactly like that, right? So if you've read that book, you know that there's no other choice that you have, right? So like in order to change your life and just be financially free, not only for yourself but also for your family. If you want to like take trips to Dubai, take trips to like whatever part of the world that you want to go to, take care of your family, go out to dinners and whatever. Like the other day, actually the day before yesterday, me, Alejandro, my brother, we went for jet skis in Dubai, right? And that same night we had like a very nice dinner at some really good place here in Dubai, like with the Burj Khalifa view and everything. And the money that we spent that day, oh my fucking god, like I didn't used to make that in a month.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude. Like, just in jet skis. So just in jet skis, we spend I think each person like 200 euros.
Yeah.
So now it's for us it's cheap.
Yeah.
Like I can spend on like whatever. But my mother used to give me 3 years ago like 20 euros a month, right? And that would be for the entire month, and I had to do everything with that. And the same with him, right? Even worse, because
I didn't even get like a pocket money.
he's from India, right?
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
So we spent on the dinner was I think like 600 euros or so.
Insane. Yeah.
So Dubai, when it comes to, in Dubai, it's not really much.
Yeah.
It's not really much.
It's not, yeah.
But just paying, coming from your background and my background, right? Paying 100 euros for just a shisha,
Yeah.
like that's insane, right?
That's insane.
In Spain, I paid like 10 euros, and that's already it's 10 euros. Oh, it's 11 instead of 10. That was back then, but now it's 100 euros for a shisha. Oh yeah, it's very good, with cool views.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and what he was saying before, you have no excuse when it comes to the money. Absolutely no excuse. If you're from the U.S., Canada, first world country, there's no excuse. Like, no, you can spend the money. It's just that maybe you don't want to spend in yourself, and you just don't want to bet in yourself. You don't want to invest any money. You want to be where you are. Perfect. So get out of this video because this is not for you.
Yeah.
But if you truly want to change your life, man, it's just getting the money. Like, it's just using the money that you already have, that you already know how to get. Because any normal job gives you 1,000, 2,000 euros in Europe. In the US, minimum $3,000, $5,000. Anybody uses cars. Like, people from high school, they're buying cars to go to high school, which are like $30,000. Like, you can use your credit card. Like, anybody can do it, right? And if you go from the second, third world country, maybe like India, Nigeria, I mean, it's obviously way more difficult than the US. It's just not as direct and as easy, but you will come up with the money, right? Savir, he comes from New Delhi. It's not Dubai, right? New Delhi, it's really not Dubai. And he still was able to come up with the money. He was still able to do it. And I can tell you, like right now, I charge a lot of money. And right now, my cheapest mentorship up to recording this video, which I'm really sure it will go up, it's $4,500, right? And I do it to $30,000, which has been in all my mentorship options. And I mean, his life has completely changed. And so every single person has to see what they want to achieve in life. You need to see what you want to achieve in life. And if you truly, truly, truly want to achieve big things, you need to invest in yourself. And the reason why you need to invest in yourself is not like putting it in the S&P 500 or in crypto. Investing in yourself means that you're going to be better. You're going to have more skills. You're going to be a more capable human being. And you will be able then to do more stuff. And more stuff can be making money, starting businesses, right? Whatever you want. The same as when you invest in, for example, piano lessons, you are able now to play the piano. Or if you go to, you play tennis or paddle, now you're able to play that sport. The same happens in business. Like now you're able to play in business. Now you're able to understand what it is. And if you go with a guy that just teaches you strategies, I think you will be bad. But if you also go, if you go with a person like, for example, myself, where I teach you not just all the strategies that work and all the things that work, but also not only understand you and see why you are where you are and how to get you from, where you are to where you want to get to. Additionally, understand, like truly understand human behavior and the complete basics of business. Like even if I can take you not just on Instagram, but also I can just throw you into fucking Malaysia in a village and you will still make a lot of money because you understand how money works and you understand how business works. So like those are the biggest things. And Savir, man, we're gonna be doing jet ski tomorrow again. Again. Absolutely, man. Doing jet ski with them, it's crazy. If you want to see like jet ski videos and stuff, it's all on my Instagram, so you can check it out. And man, I would like to ask you, just one last question.
Yeah.
We're gonna go now for a cool lunch, so yeah. I have to ask you the last question. So, my question to you is, man, what would you tell a person, 20, 25, 30 years old, who already has a business, right? Or maybe they don't have a business, but they have the money, that wants to achieve way bigger goals in their life. They maybe are not really happy with what they already have. and they feel the need to achieve more because they know they can do more. They know they can be more.
Okay, yeah. So starting like from the end, if you know that you can achieve more and be more, like I hope this video that you're watching right now is your sign to actually go for it.
100%.
So if you know that you have the potential to achieve great things, I hope this is the sign to actually move forward, take action, and actually do it. Because how long do you want to keep holding yourself back? Because the longer you wait, like you're missing out on life. Like you don't get to live on this planet forever, right? So the time that you have, like if you can live it with absolute freedom, never having to worry about money, never having to worry about bills. Because I remember back home in India, like I remember sometimes where the electricity in my house got cut off, and I felt like shit because I also felt like I don't want this to happen to anyone else, like in my family ever again. I don't want this to happen to my future family, like my kids or anything. And I'm gonna do anything in my power to make sure that that happens. And now, I never have to worry about things like bills, like never have to worry about what the bill is gonna be when you're out for dinner or whatever. Like sometimes I don't even look at it. So
You really don't.
yeah. So
this guy spends like €1,000, like.
yeah. So I mean that's the fun part as well, and like I could never imagine being able to do things like that. But it starts from investing in yourself, because like I would be honest, when I signed up for Alejandro's Superior program, which is like a multi 5-figure investment, right? I would be lying if I said that I didn't have any, like not even 1% of little fear in my head that oh my god, this is so much money. Like I've the money I'm investing right now, like this is probably the combined monthly income of so many families in India. Like but yeah, like that's again like the devil on your shoulder, like just telling you, like whispering that negative side of things, and that's always gonna happen like with everything in life. So like you just have to look at everything logically, look at the client results. Does this guy have the credentials to actually bring you results? If yes, literally just go forward with him.
That's
like
it.
okay, like before going forward, like you can do a call with him, like you can do whatever, right? So you can find out if this is going to be the best fit for you or not. And most probably, if you're an action taker, if you want to change your life and that you have potential, this is probably going to be it, right? So again, just go for it, right? As I said, I hope this video is a sign for you, because like looking at Alejandro's Instagram was definitely the sign for me. Back when I was 16 years old, like I saw the lifestyle and I wanted that lifestyle, like from my dreams, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, like I'm gonna go in. What's gonna happen? Like what's the worst thing that can happen? Like I'm gonna lose the money. Like it will come back. Like I'm not gonna be living on the road. Like I'm not gonna be living on the road, right? Without food. That's not gonna happen. So like go for it, right? You're not gonna end up homeless, right?
No, you're not.
worst case scenario is still not being homeless, right? And the best case scenario, well, living in Dubai. Hopefully, all three of us can meet up, go for jet skis, whatever, right? That's the good case scenario of what it could mean for you if you actually take action, if you go forward and just invest in yourself. Because again, you can look at stocks, crypto, all of that stuff, but investing in yourself, as he just said, brings the best returns, right? There's nothing that can beat it.
Like, period.
Yeah, I can go on for like 30 minutes talking about that, but I don't want to. So just coming back to the topic, just go for it. Hopefully this is a signal for you, right? Take action, invest in yourself. And again, as I said, the best case scenario is that you change your entire life, you change your family's life, you're able to travel, you're able to do whatever you want, you're able to get rid of that 9-to-5 job that you were thinking about, right? You never have to take any stupid interviews. Like the only interviews you take is when you're hiring people, right? So you get to be on the other side of the table. You never have to worry about, oh, how am I gonna dress up when I go for interviews for applying for a job? Like I never had to worry about that, because like I take the interviews for people joining my company. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And if you want that lifestyle, go for it. And yeah, take action. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck.
Xavier, you're an incredible human being, man. I'm extremely proud of you, man. Let's fucking crush it. Let's do. Let's now live. Let's do some jet ski. Let's go to cool dinners, and
yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
and man, it's just going up, and achieve more, man.
It's insane how far we've come, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Thanks a lot, man.